All right, everybody, it's Dana out here. As promised, I am going to try to get a video together for the Drip BUSD Drip Garden on the Drip Network. It's in the ecosystem and the animal farm. All right, so I'm in here. If you have listened to my other videos, my strategy, well, obviously is to make some money, but my strategy as I build up my plants, I plan on purchasing more drip putting drip tokens into the drip faucet to build up my drip bag over there. What I'm talking about is, where is it at? Over here. So I can get more of my tokens into the faucet. Okay, so that's my goal, is to get this up a little bit more using my rewards from here to put in there. So your strategy may be totally different, but I plan on utilizing that as well, and also putting more into other parts of the ecosystem. So let's get down to it. All right, so for the drip garden, it is the drip BUSD LP token. It can be purchased tax-free from the drip liberation contract. So over here, if you go drip liberation, instead of paying that tax on the drip token, because if you know anything about drip, there's taxes. That's what makes it sustainable. So instead of paying the tax by getting that on Pancake Swap, you could come over here if you have some BUSD or any of these tokens that you've purchased that are in your wallet. If you don't, get some of these so you can save some money and not pay those taxes. Okay, so if you have some USD, and what it'll do is it'll automatically split that token into, you know, half BNB and, not BNB, but half drip and half BUSD without you having to manually do it on Pancake Swap. So this is pretty cool, and you save some fees. All right, so that's how you would fund your drip garden. Let's pop back over here. Drip is currently way down right now. So when I first got in, a plant was about, I think, $5. And people who got in like in February paid like $10 a plant. So, but I'm just doing compounding. I have a goal. I'm trying to get to like 3,000 before I start harvesting. That's my goal. I'm not that far away right now. I think I earn about 70 plants or something a day. I'll show you in a little bit. So here's the contract balance right now. This is the contract balance in drip BUSD liquidity pool. That's not at USD. That's just in the drip BUSD. The fertilizer bonus, this increases as time goes on, as the miner game is going. Okay, and let's see. So in here, you'll earn your seeds. And as you earn your seeds, you can compound those, or you can harvest them. Harvest them just means you withdraw them. Okay. This gives you information on how to start your game, but I just told you what you need to do. But if you want to come back in here and read that, first you have to get the liquidity pair of drip and BUSD first. Okay. So you need to get like some BUSD, USD, come over to the drip liberation, and then you would come over here. You would see an amount in here. You would just hit max or whatever, you would want, and then you would, buy those plants. Okay, so I don't have anything in there, but that's what you would do. Okay, drip liberation, get that liquidity pair, then you come over here and you deposit it, basically. Okay, so that's pretty much a summary of that. You have your frequently asked questions. Can I take my initial drip LP back? So just like the faucet, once you put that liquidity pool, once you deposit that, it is in there. It's sunken. You cannot just withdraw it. You're earning a daily yield on that. Okay, so over time you'll get it, but your initial deposit is used to buy plants for your garden. They will immediately start producing seeds. Okay, so when you plant your seeds, you earn. When you plant your plants, then you get seeds, okay? Which you can sell for drip liquidity pool tokens or plant in your garden to increase your plant count, which basically just means hydrate or recompound. Increase your plant count and produce exponentially more seeds, okay? So So obviously you're going to pay gas fees on any network pretty much. So just make sure you have enough BNB in your wallet to pay for gas fees, especially if you're compounding. You want to get in the habit of keeping some BNB in there so you're not constantly buying it and transferring it to your MetaMask wallet. So when is the best time to start a garden? If you are familiar with miner games, this is different than the other ones. So traditionally miner games, pretty much the people who get in first have the biggest and best advantage. They pretty much get in, get out, and pretty much some of the people who come in later pretty much holding the bag, and you may not make any money because the contract is drained, or bots come in and you can't even get anything out. And if you've been in that situation, you already know what I'm talking about. So this is different. Forex has seen that and made it different and, you know, modified that. So again, so when is the best time to start a garden? Always. So no matter when you start your garden, you will begin with on even ground with other players due to our implementation of the balance and time multipliers, as well as balancing of buying power for initial capital entering the contract. Okay, so how often should I compound? Many recommend that you compound at least once per day, but you're free to do so as often as you like. A lot of people hybrid compound, which I do. I have a lot more plants now that I'm getting. So I don't do it like every plant. I used to when I had like a low amount of plants. Now I do it once I accumulate like I think I'm at 4 or 8 sometimes, or 20 or whatever it is. But you can compound throughout the day. It's up to you. Okay. So how is the drip BUSD garden sustainable, right? That's pretty much our biggest concern, especially when we're dealing with miners. So the Drip LP garden is not a clone of other miner theme games. So it's not like other theme games. Okay. So it's not like, hold on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, let me show you. All right. I still ain't made my money back on this. So like this, it's not like this stuff. Okay. Where you look at it. So there's a limit. Now it's not paying enough anyways. Nobody cares. But before, when this was higher, then, only a certain amount of people can withdraw their money out of here. And, you go from here and you go from there, and then you try to get in here faster than other people and all this stuff. So it's not like that. Okay. Let's bounce back. Where was I at? Okay. So unlike its predecessors, Drip BUSD LP Garden is part of a larger ecosystem which will work to promote and grow the game. Okay, so just remember, the animal farm is part of the drip faucet and the drip reservoir, and the drip farms, not the drip farms, but the animal farms. Okay, so this is all part of the ecosystem. So they all kind of, support each other in this ecosystem. So the drip BUSD garden pays 3% daily, which it comes out to 3.33% daily, especially if you're compounding regularly. But anyways, we'll keep it 3% daily, the same as other popular miner games in the space, some of which have been around for almost a year and are still thriving. But we have fundamentally changed and rebalanced the buying power of capital entering the system to ensure everyone who enters gets a fair rate no matter when they enter. We have also introduced an innovative balance and time multiplier, which will continue to make the game attractive for new capital far after the launch. All right, so how to use Drip BUSD Garden on your phone? Okay, you got to work that out yourself. Is it better to plant seeds or sell them? The game is designed to reward those who compound. Okay, and then of course you can earn referrals. You can read about that. So when new buyers plant seeds after clicking your personal referral link, the contract will send seeds equal. So you can refer others, create multiple wallets, do whatever you gotta do. Let's see. So this is already live. All right. So let's look down here. So the Drip Garden is a true game where all players start out relatively equal, and what determines your payout is how often you plant your seeds compound versus how often you sell them or withdraw them. So if you have to keep it in, balance. So if you are constantly claiming withdrawing, then your percentage, your daily amount that you're receiving is going to decrease. You're not going to get that 3%. But if you are in, balance, if you're compounding like 3-4 days a week, or however your strategy is, or if you're mostly compounding and then harvesting on certain days with just withdrawing, then you should be able to keep that 3% ROI in balance. Okay, daily yield in balance. Okay, so you don't want to withdraw more than you're compounding. Basically, just want to keep things balanced. You're going to have weeks or days where you are withdrawing more, but just remember, when you come back in, or after you do your withdrawing, then doing some more compounding. All right, and I'll show you a site where you can kind of check and make sure you are staying in balance. So anyway, so below is a graph showing the buying power over time in balance compared to other games such as Shrimp Farmer and Miners. Existing games give insiders over 100,000 more buying power than players who get in after launch. Like I was saying, people who get in early have the biggest advantage, which allows them to drain the contract, and it desensitizes new capital from coming in. If you've been in the game, you know how it is. All right. So this is the red represents current most miner games, and the green is how it represents the drip garden. So as you can see, red, most games, current games, give the insiders 100,000% more buying power than players who get in launch. So basically, people who come in later pretty much screwed, as you can see. Okay. Now the drip garden is different. Even if you do get in at the beginning, or if you come in here 200 days later, or 400 days later, or 10 days later, 600 days later, you still have the same, pretty much, balance buying power versus, if you come in later, or if you come in, right when the game began. Okay. So it says drip garden increases buying power as contract balance grows and time passes, allowing all players to get a fair rate. Okay. So there we go. So as you can see, the drip garden increases buying power over time, and as the balance of the contract grows, ensuring that you will always get a fair rate. There is still a benefit to getting in early, because the earlier your plants get in the ground, the larger you can grow your garden and outperform the competition. So the time multiplier is designed to attract new waves of capital after we have reached saturation and the contract grows. Growth has slowed due to buying power of new capital creeping up to 0.1% non-compounding every day. This means that there will always be a time in the future where it makes sense for fresh capital to come in and kickstart a new wave of gardeners. Okay, so you got that. You have your white paper right here. This white paper is also for the, all of the animal farm as well. I'm not going to read it all, but I have it open. Okay, over here, I just went right to the drip garden section. Okay, so I already went over the drip liberation. I already went over that with you. You earning 3% daily. Okay, so just come over here, read this. Of course, this is not like the drip faucet. So the drip faucet is considered like a low risk, high reward. So people wanted a higher risk, higher reward, and so that was the inspiration for the drip garden. So that's pretty much what it says right there. So like the drip faucet, this is considered low risk, high reward, whereas this one, of course, is paying higher daily rewards as well. Okay, so of course, the higher your yield, of course, it's a little bit more riskier. All right, so let's see, sustainability. It's just built differently and created differently, so it's sustainable. Let's see, you can read all of that. I pretty much went over that with you. All right, so you can come over here and check out the white paper if you want to get get down into it. It talks about the farms and how it all works and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to go over the tools. I just want to briefly just give you an idea of the power of compounding. And of course, this is just considering if the price of the plant stay the same, or the LP token stays the same, but just giving you an idea of the power of compounding. So let's start out with $500. Let's just stick to the 3%. We're not even going to say a year. Let's just go with 6 months, just so you can get an idea. Okay, if you compound it. Okay, so of course this is not completely like, you know, factual. I wouldn't, you know, go off of this and think this is exactly what you're going to receive, because of course the price of plants, the drip, and all that stuff goes up and down. But this just gives you idea of the growth potential and the power of compounding. Okay. All right, so let's show you this tool. So this is one of the tools that I also use. I use several, but this one shows you what the current drip BUSD pair, liquidity pair, with the cost of it. This is the cost of the plant right now. This number never changes. This number never changes. This right here doesn't change. Okay. Let's see. So this is my account right here. So currently I have 2,372 plants that I've grown. It's valued at 32.82. It was higher than that, but this has gone down quite a bit. So I'm not tripping. I'm just compounding. When the price comes back up, hey, I'll be ready. Okay. So right now I am making $109.40 a day. It tells you my next plant will be ready in about 18 minutes. Okay. So also you want to have a tool like this, because you don't want to harvest. You don't want to compound or harvest before your plants are ready. Let's see. Do I need to reconnect my wallet? Hold on. I just want to show you that real quick. Oh yeah, I got to sign back in real quick. All right. All right. So, all right. So you just want to make sure, see how you see this right here. So you just want to make sure that you are waiting until your plants are done, that you have your, your plants and everything, because if you compound too soon or harvest too soon, you'll lose some of that value. Okay. So this is showing you, if I claim right now, I'll lose, seeds. Okay. So I'll lose 2 million, so many seeds. Okay, so I only need to wait 2 minutes, and then I'll have that, the seeds to be completely done for the next plant. Right now I only have 1 plant ready because I just compounded recently. They recently upgraded. You can get this tool. It's a donation to get full access. Initially you get like I think 3 or 4 day trial, but I bought it. I donated. I think it was like $5. Like, who cares? All right. And this one here tells you when you'll have your next plants, when your next plants will be ready, so forth. So right now I'm producing, so right now I'm producing 79 plants. There's really no halves of plants. So I'm producing 79 plants per day. Okay. That's currently what I have. They have cool charts in here where you can see, this is the LP daily value. In here, you can see how that's been going. Okay. Oh, my daily LP daily value. So my LP value has been going up because I've been compounding. Here we go with seeds. The value of the seeds, like I said, when I first got in, it was like closer to $5. Now it's come down to like seeds are only, plants or whatever are only like $1.30 some cents or something. This shows you the drip BUSD liquidity pool. So yeah, so it used to be worth a lot more. Back in February, it was like, of course, like the all-time high. It's come down. The price of drip, you got all kind of things going on. Let's see, you got your contract balance. Okay, so it's steadily been growing, came down a little bit. We've been withdrawing a little, people making withdrawals, no big deal, it's pretty normal, and so forth. So you can use that, and as you see, it has some other information here. It gives you you can find out what the current prices are and all that stuff. So I would check out that particular tool. I also use this one right here. This one is, I think this is also a donation if I'm not mistaken, but you put your MetaMask wallet in here and you tell it how often you want to be notified. If you want to be notified when you get every plant, every 2 plants, 4, 6, 8, whatever. Okay, then it's going to take you to the Telegram page, and then you confirm your enrollment. You can, if you want to change it, like as your plants grow, maybe you don't want to know about every freaking plant that's ready to be planted. You just change the frequency by coming here, and then you can just change that. You would just, you know, click that, and then you can change it if you want to. Okay, that's how you would do that. Okay, here we go. So this is also another tool. You may like this one. It tells you how much time is left until your next plant, 17 minutes. The time, I'm growing, I'll have 2 plants. I'm growing 2 plants currently. Plants grown, the worth, my daily rewards, plants per day. And the plant value, as this is the last 24 hours, has gone down 7%. As you can see, a lot of things, it's going down right now. There's a lot of different, you know, reasons, and a lot of things are down right now. There's a lot of different stuff. So anyways, this is a good tool to use as well. I already went over that. Oh, here's another one. This is another one right here. Oops. Drip Garden. Yeah. So this one also, I think this one's free. So you put your wallet address down here, and then it'll also tell you, you know, number of plants, LP, your seeds, next plant ready, value lost on compound since you last harvested, time takes 18 minutes, 12 seconds to grow a plant, when my plants will be ready, you know, my overall stats, you know, plants grown, plants value, how much I'm making per hour, per day, per week, per month, per year. When I started, I think I was like at 45,000 or something like that. But anyways, your LP value, same, broken down, plants broken down, seeds per hour. The contract stats, drip price. Like I said, drip has gone down quite a bit. Let's see, plant price. So you're getting it. If you come in now, you guys actually have a better advantage. If you're watching this video recently, I wish I would have bought it this time. I tell you, because I don't know for sure. I don't have a crystal ball, but I would think that drip will the price of drip will bounce back. There's a lot of things. The farms in the animal farm and the pools and the piggy bank are currently on pause. So once Forex migrates over from like version 2 tokens to version 2, and then once, because there's different partnerships that are in the works, like some NFT games and all this other stuff, and then he'll have, once he's done with the animal farm and the pig stuff, then he said he'll focus more attention back on to drip and marketing, not drip, but the drip faucet and stuff like that, and then marketing and so forth. So all right, so anyway, so it gives you all your stats, and you can also come in here if you want, let's say you want to get 500 plants, it'll tell you how much you can expect for that to cost, or the BUSD LP required for that, and how many LP tokens you would need and the cost. Okay, so this is a read-only app. Of course, never give your seed phrase, private keys, or password in any situation. Okay, so that's basically giving somebody your PIN number of your like credit card, debit card, something like that. So that's very safe. Okay, keep that safe. All right, so here is the other site that I wanted to tell you about. So you would come over here, put your MetaMask wallet address in here. This is very thorough. It tells you the number of players in the drip garden, total LP spent on buying, how much is being harvested, and it gives you a graph here per, you know, each month. Tells you how many plants were bought, how many plants were planted, plants sold, plants compounded, so forth. Okay, there's you have the plant value, plant decay. Of course, that is the way that the contractor system is put together, so that it's balanced and fair for everybody. There is a natural like decay put into the system, how the game works. I don't know the complete details. I don't know if anybody really knows the complete details, but plus you have the price of drip going down, but you want to make sure this number is always lower than your percent. Where is it at? Than your daily interest rate. Okay, So you just want to make sure that number, your decay, plant decay, is always lower than that in order to remain receiving that 3.3% daily yield. Okay. So now this is more information about yourself. So it tells you your plants and your, how many you have, the value, plants per day. This is about you. So as you see, I bought some more plants. So when I first, I didn't have a lot, and that sort of thing. So you have that, your daily interest. So I'm still making 3.33%. My wallet return on investment. Let's see, I haven't withdrew anything, so I'm negative on there because I've just been compounded. And then my hourly wallet production just keeps increasing because I just been compounding, because the price is down. It doesn't make sense right now to withdraw. At some point I will, but right now it just doesn't. I just want to build it and increase it. All right, so you can just come over here and look, and you can see the overall. You can see other players and how many plants, how many people have plants, like people who have 0 to 10 plants are like this many people, 1,877 and so forth. These are the whales down here. Where am I? I think I'm in like right in here or something. I don't remember, somewhere down here. But most people have 100 to 200 plants. That seems like the biggest group. Okay, so you want to keep, the object of the game is to compound more than others, so you can move down here, move along, and so forth. Okay, but your strategy, your business, to do it how you want to do it. But anyways, it just shows you all the information, the contract balance, how that's going, and the liquidity token, how that's going, and so forth. So these are just some great tools to kind of help you with your game strategy and just keeping an eye out on it. But what I wanted to say was this: I got these calculators from a different YouTuber. I can't remember who, but anyways, I would like to give them credit, but I was trying to figure it out. I think it was like Financial Freedom Forever's the YouTube channel. Great information. So you can use this to kind of figure out your daily rewards, and if you plan on want to get an idea of what you want to be at. So if I got to like 5,000 plants, I'd be getting this. So the ones in gray are the information that you need to change. The other ones are information that you don't change. And if you have, where's it at? No, where's it at? If you have, I thought I had it open. I must have closed it. You can use this particular app to help you get in the information. So you would put in, this would be the cost of the LP token at the time. So right here, this is the LP price. And then the amount of LP per plant, you would just come over here. This is the LP per plant. Just copy that and come over here. If you want, accurate information, then you would just need your plant price. Your current plant price is right here. And so you would just put that right here. Okay. So now if I wanted to get to $500 a day or whatever, this is just based on the current price. This is what maybe I want to shoot for, and so forth. And then this particular spreadsheet, you'd put in your initial plants. Like right now, let's say I have, how many plants do I have? 2372. So if I have 2372 plants at this time, and this pretty much gives me an idea, if I compound daily, how long it'll take me to get to my goal. So if I compound daily from now, in about 9 days, I'll get to my 3,000 plant goal. Maybe I want to go further or something like that. So anyways, this is really cool. I use this a lot as well. I think I went over that. I went over everything. I will leave, if you're still on here, I'll leave my referral link in the description. I'd appreciate it if you join under me. Let's see what else. I'll leave these links to these tools for you. These are very, very helpful. If you have any questions or thoughts on it, leave a comment. I'd appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe button. All right, y'all. Have a good one.